Welcome to Eremos 10 Minutes to Reflect video series. I'm Dianna Amorde, Executive Director of Eremos, inviting you to this weekly opportunity to step back, to refresh your spirit, center yourself, and clear your mind. The theme this week is You Belong. You belong. A universal human need that calls us to tend to our sense of longing, to belong, to let our light shine authentically and be of greatest service to loved ones and the world. Maya Angelou says it beautifully. I long, as does every human being, to be at home wherever I find myself. And isn't that another way of speaking of belonging? To be at home. To be at home within yourself, to be at home wherever you are in the world. And Brené Brown says a deep sense of love and belonging is an irreducible need of all people. We are biologically, cognitively, physically, and spiritually wired to love, she says, to be loved and to belong. When those needs are not met, we don't function as we were meant to. Isn't that an understatement? Yes, we need to feel that we belong. She also says, because true belonging only happens when we present our authentic, imperfect selves to the world, our sense of belonging can never be greater than our level of self-acceptance. So that points to where our work begins, doesn't it? And how we feel that we belong or don't belong. Our sense of belonging can never be greater than our level of self-acceptance. So if you find yourself knowing that this is a deep longing within you that's not been being fed, you know where to start. Being at home in yourself, being at peace with who you are, and letting your light shine authentically. And as you do this more and more, you begin to realize that you belong. Whether or not you have a great interaction with the person that you're with or the community that you're in that particular moment, you are anchored in your sense of belonging. And Albert Einstein has an interesting take on this, and he speaks to those who are loners. He says, although I am a typical loner in my daily life, my awareness of belonging to the invisible community of those who strive for truth, beauty, and justice has prevented me from feelings of isolation. So you don't have to be with a lot of people. You don't have to have a strong family dynamic. Maybe you are truly on your own, but you too can develop a sense of belonging with the wider community or with the divine. It's your choice where to put your energy and attention, but why not envision yourself as belonging to this wider world, belonging to something greater than yourself, so that when you find yourself isolated and when you find yourself alone too much, you still understand that you truly belong. And the poem I've selected to share to kind of reinforce this theme that you belong is a pretty famous one from poet Mary Oliver. And if you're not familiar with it, you're in for a treasure. Wild Geese is one of my favorites, and I know it's a favorite of many other people as well. So as always, I'll read it through twice, and then we'll pause for roughly a minute of silence. And in this case, I really invite you to pause the recording if you can, to take a moment to sense, where in my life do I feel that I truly belong And where am I a bit wobbly? Where do I need some reinforcements or reminders that, no, I belong here. I belong in this area of my life. I belong, regardless of whether I'm a success or not, regardless of whether or not I have a relationship or not. I belong. But let's dive into it, shall we? Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. Announcing your place in the family of things. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. Let's take roughly a minute to ponder our place in the family of things and that it's guaranteed. Thank you. As you move back into your day, you're invited to continue reminding yourself of your place in the family of things and that you belong. Until we connect again, take good care.